Hello. A few months ago, I was on the website known as Twitter, when I came across this game jam called Fish Fest. For you rapscallions who don't know what a game jam is, it's just a competition where you make a game under a time limit, often with some sort of theme, which in this case is fish. Could you have guessed? When I saw it, I thought it sounded pretty silly, and it's not like I have anything better to do besides all the better things I have to do. I joined. Now, I saw this tweet in March, but the jam starts on April 1st, so, I guess make sure to mark your calendars. My calendar is on fire. Okay, well, I hope you marked your calendars, because the jam has officially started. So, I kind of need a game idea, and since I suck at coming up with ideas, I decided to go to this website.
Right, I could, like, you're a fish, and you're in a kitchen.
Okay, cool, it's settled. I'm making a game where you are a fish in a kitchen trying not to get caught by completing customer orders. How long do I have to make the game? Oh, I have a week. That's longer than I thought. Well, I guess mark your calendars. My calendar is still on fire! I should probably mention what I'm going to be using to make the game. Since I keep procrastinating on learning Godot, right now I'm using Scratch. Yeah, the block coding website mostly made for kids. Well, actually, I'm using Turbo Warp. It's just Scratch, but better. That's really all you need to know. Anyways, the actual game jam now, please. The first thing I did was make some placeholder art. Oven, sink, fridge, placeholder John. There is no R, don't get it mixed up. Then I made it so you can move around. I made a drive-thru window where a customer can pull up and it randomly selects the food and toppings. Today, I spent most of the day modeling things. Oven, sink, fridge, Placeholder John! No! This is Finn the fish. Get it? Because Finn is like Finn and fishes have fins. Anyways, next I made this meter that slowly ticks up over time. This is your suspicion meter, and if it gets all the way to 100%, it's game over. Anyway, since I spent most of the day modeling, it was time to sleep. All I did today was make a song for the game. Okay, since I did practically nothing yesterday, I need to step up my game. I made it so when you press space on one of these objects, it brings up a menu. They don't do anything right now, but they're gonna be where you get ingredients and stuff. I made 2 more songs. I made this cursor that you can move around. This took me 5 hours to get working. This order viewer thingy actually lets you view the order now. I only procrastinated on it for 5 days. You know, I feel like I'm getting less and less done with each day, so today I did not that. I made it so you can get food from the fridge now if the cursor shows the food on the player's hand. Important to note, you can only carry 1 food at a time. Added this trash can to throw away an incorrect item. You can now put order items in the bag, granted they have been chopped or cooked if they need it, as well as not allowing items that aren't in the order. I quickly added all the stuff I still needed to add, making it so you can game over, a song for when you game over, that's right, I made 4 songs for the Silly Fish game, a proper title, a meter for oxygen, and you replenish it with the sink. Made this little tutorial booklet thingy, which, by the way, was everybody's favorite part of the game. I have no clue why. I sure hope there wasn't a feature that I added and forgot to playtest that contains a major bug that nobody ends up reporting to me in the 16 hours until the submission period ends. Haha, that would be a shame. Foreshadowing is a narrative device in which it's April 15th, which means the voting has ended and the results are in. You gotta know that this jam had a total of 564 entries, so getting 161st is actually not that bad. Also, remember when I talked about foreshadowing like 20 seconds ago? Well, turns out that retrying the game breaks the game. If you retried the game, the meters would go up way too fast, making the game impossible. You know, that probably didn't help my score. But I did place 25th in creativity. Honestly, where's my trophy already? Wait, this isn't a trophy, this is just a pipe bomb!